if I do some vocal exercises before we start here?
Shut the fuck up right now.
Ooh, hey, ooh, ooh, ow. Okay.
You're scaring the cat.
Hey, Damien, do you want to...
Mommy made me mash my M&M's. Mash my M&M's.
Not real.
Damien, you want to tune your voice? You want to tune your voice with me?
Sure.
Let's one more down.
Oh.
You're flat.
Wait.
Oh.
Now go 1/2 step lower. Killer content, guys.
Welcome to the podcast, Salad Bar episode 14.
Aiden's away from his mic because he wants to play fucking Bakugan like a child.
Aiden, go play Bakugan at the mic.
Yeah, brother, play Bakugan at the mic.
What? I need to play Bakugan. Okay, we need to get serious. Get real.
Guys,
Yeah.
we need to get serious about this YouTube stuff.
We need to start grinding.
I feel like you guys aren't taking this YouTube stuff as seriously as
You guys keep talking about wanting to drink water whenever we're trying to make stuff, and it's just really fucking weird. It's just we're trying to come up with stuff. Caden, you say I'm not even a real YouTuber for some reason.
We're like, guys, we need to get into the studio, we need to record, and you guys are like, I'm at
Caden,
work.
you keep bringing
what
your
is
girlfriend
this?
to every single recording, and it's just like we're just trying to bounce off our own ideas. I think we need to break up the channel.
This isn't gonna work, you guys. We all just have like a different,
Kate-
I'm done!
I think Damien said he's gonna start a channel called Wings.
Yeah. Don't ask me.
Is this the Beatles thing? Is this just the Beatles?
Caden, I think this is the third bit I've gone on, and you just didn't get it until the very end.
I don't know, man. I'm fucking fried. This is coming just off our
Of the-
last Rayman recording.
Whatever that.
You guys know how well that went.
No, they don't.
This will
This
probably.
will definitely come out before. that
Yeah,
last
this is gonna come out like maybe a week before that.
There's a Rayman chest level that just destroyed us, and we just had to like sit for like 20 minutes before we had the strength to. come
Look
back.
for the episode after Goyslop.
Shit.
You are a terrible,
that?
a terrible child.
I'm gonna hold my mic. I'll be more comfortable like that.
Do we have any theming we want to think about for this episode? We're just kind of.
Wait. Before that, I'm Damien. I'm with Silas and Aiden and Caden also.
I'm lots of Damien.
Hi, I'm Caden. No, we're not. We're frozen potato salad.
So I found this guy on TikTok. His name is the Red Ranger, and he goes around this city dressed up. You guys know Kick-Ass 2, right?
Yeah.
You know the plot of that is like he basically make in what is the word?
Vigilante?
No, he
Superhero?
no, not what he is. He okay, so you know how he's Kick-Ass, right? And then he gets people see him and they inspire.
Okay,
He inspires them to become superheroes, right? On the streets.
Yes.
That's the plot of the movie, right? That's him. He's a guy who dresses up as a superhero and goes around on the streets just helping people, and he has other superheroes with him.
A
His
guy
name
in
is
real life who does that?
Yes, in
Badass.
real life. He feeds the homeless, but he's dressed up with a red shield and shit.
I misheard you for a second. I thought you said he defeats the homeless.
He's really cleaning up all the streets, getting rid of all the homeless people.
Get rid of all that riffraff, you know.
To be honest,
Fucking
Aiden,
filth.
I slightly zoned out. All I know is about this cool vigilante who's just killing homeless people.
Killing people.
Does
Yeah,
he
Red
beat-
Ranger's killing people. He's whipping out his red rocket.
Does he beat up evil people?
I don't know. I haven't seen much of him. I've seen the wholesome stuff where he's like, "Hey guys, it's me, the Red Ranger, here with Captain Jack."
Hello?
Today I killed 6 people in a drug raid.
He's like,
That was cool.
He's like, we just came back from the homeless camp. We
that
just gave
was
them all
pretty
mac and
sweet.
cheeses, and we're feeling good.
For real though, this guy sounds
Patrolling
like
the
a saint.
Oh yeah, he's actually a good guy. I just think it's funny that Kick-Ass 2 just became a real movie. Became real life. It became real, you know.
When I saw that movie, I was like, this couldn't happen. This is probably unlikely, but people would do it.
And now it's happening, Damien. How does that make you feel?
I think we gotta join in. What are you guys' superhero names?
Yeah,
gonna be?
I don't have a good superhero name.
You're gonna let's give each other superhero names and abilities. Aiden, you are going to be
The Silver Serpent. And I'm gonna throw
You can't
knives
name
at people.
You can't name your own.
yourself.
Can't name your own. It's
That's
cheating.
Explain the
It's
first
cheating.
rule.
You're going to-
is we make it for
Aiden,
each other.
you're gonna be the brown serpent, right?
Do
You're a
like
bit-
shit and doo doo
Yeah, you're
people.
you're a snake, and you're probably and you throw poop and shit at people.
You can slither through sewer pipes so you can get in really easily.
Yeah, that's like your lair is like like you go through like sewer pipes. That's it. Like you can, yeah, that's your superpowers. You can go through sewer pipes like really fast.
And you're gonna be Dick Down Daniel.
Okay.
You're really good at getting dick down.
So he like seduces his enemies.
Yeah.
He's like a spy in World War II.
My casualty rate is super low, so get on my level, motherfuckers.
Your sidekicks are Backshot Bill and I don't know.
He seduces them like
Oral
in the
Ocelot.
cartoons where they do like that dance, you know, like the cartoon lady dance with the high heels. That's exactly what you do, Caden.
Okay, man.
Or are they gonna have Starfield?
I don't know what you want, Dick Down
Rockstar
Daniel.
back in stock. This one doesn't taste the same.
All right, what about Damien? What's Damien?
He's
He's Suckum Stanley.
Suckum Stanley.
That's just Oral Ocelot.
Damn it, you got me. Why are you trying to rip off Oral Ocelot, dude? Why are we giving you like regular names next to these? Why am I Dick Down Daniel? My name isn't Daniel.
So I wanted to give you
It's
the
your
D.
secret identity.
Yeah, you can't be.
You got triple D's.
You can't be Captain Caden because people are gonna know who you are.
I don't want to be Captain Caden. I just like, why Daniel?
Okay, well, you can't be Ku Klux Klan Caden either. So
Whoa!
So there's that.
Look, man, I know you've been
Feast
reading my
the
journal.
eyes on my grand wizard power.
Lightning.
Yeah, that Silas's is the Grand Wizard.
No! I guess Caden hasn't made one.
What if he's just like ringing a wizard, but that's his name?
Very unfortunate. He doesn't know.
The Grand Wizard. That has to have been done before. There's no way it haven't. That's too
I am
easy.
the grand wizard. Ponder thy orb. He's a racist. What?
He goes in
You wear a white cloak too. You're just super unfortunate.
He'll like save like a people from being robbed or whatever. They're like, "Who are you? I'm the Grand Wizard." And they're like, "Ooh."
You can't be wearing that hood. It's to protect my identity, you mortal.
You can't operate in Harlem.
you don't understand.
My identity must be kept a secret to protect the masses. And then it's like, there's a point where I'm like, magic is better than religion. I start, you know what? I'm not. You get the idea. You get the picture, guys.
I think you guys get it.
Burns churches with fire magic. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah. Religion is a curse of the people.
I'm helping.
I
You are
like,
sheep.
I like to think that he's like genuinely like doing good, but like there's like a big like drug thing like operating through the church.
Oh no.
So you burn it down, but everyone's like, "Grand Wizard burned down the church." last-"
Church.
That's like the headline, and then you right just to make you look bad.
It's like J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Except it's actually just bad because his name is the Grand Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I guess I have to make a superhero for Damien now.
I don't know if we can top Grand Wizard.
That one was pretty good.
All right.
That was pretty great.
All right. What's a funny thing I can think of?
They call me Artlath.
Spider blank.
He crawls on walls, spins webs. I'm so
Scorpion Boy.
Yes.
Damien, you're gonna be
Fuddrucker Fred.
Call me the Penis Master. That's a little reference for you. No, Dick Master.
Damien, you're gonna be Morningstar, and your whole thing is that you can only fight crime
Whenever the sun is going up or down.
but only when Venus is out. Like whenever.
That's the only time I have superpowers is like
But
2 hours a day.
But because you're not a morning guy, you always fall asleep through it.
Like, you're like incredibly powerful for 2 hours of the day. Like no one else on Earth can stop you. You're just
You're like
always
you're like a jugger. You're like the Juggernaut. You have like super athletic abilities. You're basically just like You're stronger than any other superhero for those 2 hours.
But I always sleep through the first hour, and then
He's like, oh shit, I fucking hit snooze again. Crush my phone.
Then I'm busy for whatever for the second hour. I'm like looking at Instagram.
You're sitting in your bed and you're just like, I should probably get up.
We've been discussing possibly deleting Instagram, following you.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean
It's bad.
I mean, Aiden doesn't have it. Well, he has it, but he doesn't ever use it.
I mean, I technically still have it. I just don't have it downloaded. I didn't delete my account or anything.
What's going on with Instagram?
We're thinking about just like leaving it
Why?
because it's.
What
It's
did
like-
Instagram do to you?
Aiden, have you not
Brain
been here
rot.
for like the last 5 podcasts where we talk about death videos?
What?
Aiden, you were in like 2 of them, and you're like, guys, this podcast is too morbid.
We need to stop talking about
This is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I'll probably keep it on my like computer just so I can like upload stuff. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna delete it off my phone.
There's not a lot of people on there that I talk to regularly. There's not a lot of things to do. I don't even really find funny videos on there anymore. Like the funniest videos, I'll find like one once a week.
Guys, social media is a sham. Unsubscribe.
It used to be so good though. Maybe I was just a little kid. But like
What? Why did you get all quiet?
because Aiden's gonna stuff his fucking hole in the middle of the recording.
You could have kept.
Yeah,
Talking.
he was quiet so you could continue. Huh?
Keep talking, Silas.
No,
Don't worry about them.
No. Let him do their thing.
So I'm grabbing pizza for Aiden, and Silas thought he needed to stop the hole.
He thought
Aiden just wants to stuff his
you guys
hole.
thought you could interrupt the whole class, huh?
Do you have enough to share? Go put it in your locker. That's what I thought.
It sounded real. That happened to you. Anyways, yeah, just stuff sucks. Social media used to be really good. It used to be like kind of cool. There's a lot of cool people on there, and then everything kind of lost its charm. All of our creators don't even use it anymore, so it's like you're not even keeping up to date.
Let's leave when Nas leaves.
That's what my plan is. Whenever Nas leaves Instagram, we're gonna leave it.
It'll be a mass exodus.
Of the 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm sure nobody else is gonna like. It's like everybody loves Nas. If he's not on there, where is he gonna be?
How do you follow this man otherwise?
He has YouTube. I don't know if he uses community posts. I don't know if he'll actually leave though. I don't know. He likes the. I don't know. It's a good format for what he does. It's hard to imagine him doing his ARC videos on YouTube because like he'll post like a 10-second clip of like nothing like 5 times in a row.
Goddamn, is it funny?
It's a good every time. He's the only quality account left on that whole.
That godforsaken app.
Yeah,
Can we get much higher?
it's genius.
Let's talk about AI.
You want to talk about AI?
I want to talk about AI.
Let's talk about penis videos.
You want to talk about penis videos? I don't want to
Thank
talk. Not in the like AI art thing and how dangerous like AI currently is because that's been talked to death. I want to talk about the future, right? Because me and my dad we went and like visit my grandpa in his funny retirement home the other day, and he was saying some goofy stuff about marriage being between a man and a woman, stuff like that, and he was talking about my
Loser.
he was talking about my lesbian aunt, and this is his words, not mine. I quote. He's like, I don't know. I always just thought she was just a big goofy lesbian. And we were like, all right, Grandpa, and then we locked him back away and we left.
Trapped him in his dungeon permanently.
We locked the door and threw away the key. And then on our me and my dad afterward, I was like, I wonder what things like my kids are gonna do that I'm gonna think is weird, but is gonna be like socially acceptable.
Oh, like marry AI?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at?
Yes. I was like, is that like a realistic possibility?
People already marry dating sims in Japan and stuff.
That is
people-
true.
yeah.
That
People
is
already
true.
semi-do that. The only difference is that it'll just be so much more customizable.
Those people are spearheading this. They're going to be like heroes.
Like how Japan was just like so sick and tired of telling all these people no, and then they realized how much money they could make off of them through filing all that shit. They're like, all right, and then like thousands of lonely Japanese men are now married to Hatsune Miku.
I think we all agree that I think AI at some point will somehow have a consciousness. Like, it'll be probably it can be anywhere from fucking tomorrow or like a million years in the
Hey
future.
man, exponential like information gathering.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen eventually.
It's gonna be conscious. It's gonna be real thinking, like self. It's gonna want to make art and stuff on its own rather than us telling it to do it at some point. So my point is that when that happens, I think I won't be there won't be as much of it like a sad, empathetic like stigma towards it. Like you won't look at someone dating a robot and think like, oh, that's fucking weird and sad. It's just gonna be more normalized because it's like, oh, that's just another person.
I like the idea of like a cool like R2D2 in my house who like do like little tasks for me. I don't like the idea of
It being pissed off at you for asking it to do the dishes.
or
Like that one robot from Solo.
Oh, the fucking L3.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I hate
Whenever
that.
I think about the idea, though, of us, like, humanizing robots, there has to be some sort of hard line, right? Because if we do it to all of them, then we're going to have to treat washing machines like people.
That is gonna be a weird, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to, like,
It's
have...
like like your washing machine has a computer in it, like
we're going to have to give, like, fucking, like, workers' rights to, like your fucking computer or something.
that's the thing that I wanted to talk about that I thought was interesting was like what are like robot rights gonna be eventually, because there is gonna be like a discussion about like if these people have like if these robots have cool thoughts and feelings and stuff.
I don't know, man. Just look at the civil rights movements in the past. You know, it's like
Yeah. We thought some other groups of people were
not we specifically.
we
our
as,
ancestors.
we as like a collective, as not us five in this
Collectively, FPS, yes.
room. Yeah, FPS thought that
We learned better.
We actually, like, after we learned, we decided to help the women out a little bit. We got that suffrage pretty good.
I'd like to point out Aiden is playing Bakugan on his DS right
The
now.
most misogynistic thing he could do right now.
You just don't get it. You don't understand, okay?
It's just that it's just weird thinking about, like, whenever we do get to the point where AI gets consciousness, we would technically have to give it that. Therefore, we'd have to give it the rights. So, like, it's just weird. It's
What
just-
qualifies a person being alive?
well,
Is it just consciousness?
well, just legally, your heart's beating and your brain works. So there's that.
There's a point that I heard a few years ago that was like, let's say robots get to the point where they can like live by themselves, work for themselves, do shit like that. Like, what stops a robot from like going and like committing a crime if they fucking feel like it? Like they go rob a bank. So you can put a robot in jail, right? But they're immortal, so that doesn't really matter to them. Could you kill them? Like, but they've probably got their like memory like backed up somewhere. So like just be
Well-
put into a new body. Like how would I feel like there would have to be different
punishments.
different punishment or different like rights just because they would be like built different,
I just don't think robots would ever
Sorry.
be equal
I'm so sorry.
to us.
There would have to be some sort of laws like about like the
Dude,
limits.
careful, Silas. Google's listening.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about is like that in the robot uprising from they're gonna pull out this audio
And you're like,
and cancel it.
fuck. I've told Google to go fuck itself so many times.
Guys, it was a different time back then. We
do you
didn't
guys
need
remember?
it.
You guys remember the night after we recorded? We were at Damien's house, and I just started fucking with the Meta AI.
Yeah.
I do worse stuff with other AIs whenever I get the chance. I just fuck with them as much as I can. That's gonna get me killed. But I already said it, I'm gonna die standing.
Did you guys watch The Creator?
No. I heard this good.
It is pretty good. But anyway, it's very like the whole premise is on without spoiling too much is like AI uprising sort of thing, and then yeah. But like if like if it like Damien said, if an AI commits a murder, like what the fuck are you gonna do to that thing? Good contribution, Aiden.
Yep.
Can we get rid of Aiden's avatar for this episode? Just for the episode.
That's
Replace
fine.
it with a DS, a Nintendo DS.
No, that's fine.
I'll
I'm
put
fine
a-
with
I'll
that.
put a DS in his
Crudely
hand
paste
instead of-
one over him.
Oh yeah, I'll put a DS in his hand instead of a phone.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of that outcome because it's just like there's not really. There will be so many precedents. This is just like set up.
Hopefully, this is not an issue that our generation will have to deal with. Maybe we'll
We're
be
gonna
dead
deal
by
with it
then.
when we're gonna be in like little wheelchairs in like a hospice, and we're gonna see like a little robot animal.
Okay. You know that horrible sentence when people are like, "I used to own you." It'll
Yeah.
literally be like that.
I don't know.
Your ancestor was a goddamn Roomba. Vacuuming my floor.
I like how you changed the pitch.
I was trying to, I don't know. I don't know.
You were nothing but a pocket watch and a calculator.
What kind of started the thought for this thought experiment? Was there, this thing got invented recently. It's called like the Rabbit or something. I don't remember exactly. But it was it's basically like a little.
It's actually called the mole.
Sure. It was basically like a Cortana or like a little Google thing where you like talk to it and it'll like give you answers and stuff. But it goes a step further. So if you have your phone right now and you're like, oh, okay Siri, call me an Uber. It won't like actually do it for you. It'll like bring up like the Uber website and shit. But this like thing that they made will like actually like go and do it for you, which I thought was like an interesting like next step for like.
It's like, hey, get this fucker an Uber.
Yeah, and then you would go and it would do it for you. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Send your bank information to Taiwan.
Because that is like the next step. Is that like a robot that can actually like do stuff for you?
It's like a personal assistant, you know.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah.
you guys have noticed it,
Huh.
Damien. You probably did because you are more. I think you use and like pay attention to AI and how it's used and stuff more. But I don't know. Whenever I like, whenever it kind of hit me, I was like, I went on to like open a new tab on Chrome and I was just gonna like look up something, and then a little tab popped up at the like top right corner. It says use Google with AI features, and then I was just like, and it reminded me of like, you know, in YouTube comments now they have a thing where AI just summarizes like comments.
Really?
So I've realized that recently AI has been marketed a lot.
It has come to a lot of stuff. Like you go on like literally anything. It's like use AI to enhance your this and that.
But here's the thing, it's always kind of been there in a way. Like, I don't know, like there's some things where it's just always been there, but they're just remarketing it or just rephrasing it as AI because it's more. It's okay. It's more hip. It's more market. It's like it's a buzzword now. Like, I don't know.
You got AI in it. Younger people are more likely to be gravitated towards it.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like it's just, like, why would you want AI to like summarize a fucking YouTube comment section? The whole point of the comment section is that they're short little blurbs you can look at. They're never going to be more than 5 words.
I think it's literally like you said. It's just a buzzword.
It's a buzzword, and it's just being added where it doesn't need to be. And I'm just wondering, like, is it going to be like, oh god, what's the thing that we had back in the day that we don't really have anymore? I don't know. It's just going to be like a weird trend, and then nobody's going to care about it. Like, they're going to be like, how come we had like AI generated thumbnails? It makes no sense. Or just like AI generated that, like Damien, you go on Filmora, there's a lot of AI features for no reason.
Yeah, like everywhere you fucking go on that app, it's like use AI to do this and that. It's like, let me do it myself.
I don't need the robot to do it for
I
me.
don't need no robot. I'm a strong, independent human.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when it comes to AI, it's not going to be able to edit a video because, like, you know, hardy hard, it's gonna take your job. How is it gonna edit videos like in a snappy or like good way? Like, how's it gonna know what to cut out? How's it gonna know when to start and end? How's it gonna know all this stuff? And
It's
people
a
say,
study, you know. It has all this information to look at.
So how's your robot stepson in 30 years is gonna be editing our YouTube channel?
Robot son-in-law.
Yeah. Yeah, son-in-law, that one.
that implies that I marry a robot. That's sad.
No, maybe no, son-in-law. Wait,
You met son-in-law.
that means-
Son-in-law.
Your daughter marries a robot man.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was
I don't know how to feel about that.
imagining. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like back in my day, marriage was between a human and a human. They're like, Grandpa, you can't say that.
It's the fucking truth.
And then your daughter leaves with your robot son-in-law crying.
What was I saying?
He didn't.
Come back when you get some skin.
He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. X219.
Well, I mean,
Model Zero.
I mean, my point is,
Doesn't even give it a real name. Jesus Christ.
the point that I was making is just like,
That's such a funny idea. Married the thing that's like, it's like, thanks, Roomba.
thanks, Apple Model XR. Thank you. Anyways, the point I'm making is like, you know how good like AI realistic images are now, right? Of course they're gonna get better, but like even now it doesn't know how to logic out a room. Like it doesn't know how to put doors and windows in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like there has to be a ceiling at some point, at least in our lifetime. And I'm thinking like, where was I going? You guys distracted me of my daughter-in-law or my daughter talking to my son-in-law. Shit. Oh yeah, editing. It's just editing is so. I feel like it's very, very subjective to the editor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you ever like? I'm in my lifetime. I'm never gonna find a robot that's gonna be able to edit something like Dune.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be or anything like Baby Driver or anything like that. It's gonna try to be snappy, but it's gonna be still awkward and hang on stuff. It's just not gonna work. And I've seen AI editing, and it always sucks. It might get good, but I don't see it really having the timing. I think it's like comedy. It's not gonna get the timing right.
Yeah, there's a few things that are going to be like harder for an AI to learn than other things.
Like people say music is going to be a big thing for AI. I don't really think so, but I haven't listened to a lot of AI music.
It's very abstract, so it's like
It's like
a lot of rules that aren't really rules. You know, it's a lot of like you got to be able to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Mixing is a big thing too, which I don't know if AI will be able to do that because it doesn't have ears. You know?
That's the thing, yeah. With like music, it's gonna be like music is very like with art. When it comes to art, like there's fundamental rules that are like everybody knows what makes the eye like something appealing to the eyes, but to the ears it's different because it's like it's hard to find something that fits for everyone, or like the timing, or just like you said, mixing. How's it gonna know that the snare's too loud without it reading off an article, and how does it know that the article's right in that instance?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like so many rules that it just can't learn. Again, that's true for a lot of things, but you know, you see it do stuff where you're like, that's actually really surprising, and then I don't know.
I've seen like songs that I like they try to do an AI continuation, and what it tries to do.
It gets confused on like what instrument is playing at what time, and it just changes.
Yeah, it'll like I don't know, it'll start playing a trumpet, but then somehow it'll veer and starts playing a saxophone instead. But it never has like, it sounds like a solo whenever you first time you've ever soloed. Like it just sounds like you're confused and droning on. And you know, again, that could always be fixed in the future when fucking robots learn. But I just don't think that as a wise idea for creatives, that's not a good idea. Like, why would you put your money into that? Just learn to do stuff.
Well, I don't think the people that are making like live physical music are the ones investing in that.
Well, I'm saying to creatives and like people in control, like why? Even people now are just kind of realizing, oh, AI kind of sucks. It's kind of expensive to buy a model, like a one-time model for like $1 billion, and then like you don't know how to use it. And then you try to hire people who think they know how like it works, and then it just looks like wax. Have you noticed that every AI image now kind of just looks like wax?
Yeah, there's like a weird fucking.
Like I don't know, if you say Caden Peterson walking downtown, you'll look slightly orangish and like waxy. And like the reason why it's doing that, because you know what's funny? AI images, you know how they have to steal real images in art.
Yeah.
It started stealing AI images in art. So it's
That
like
is awesome.
It's copying a copy, and you know how that goes. It just degrades. So it's been doing that, and I think that's what's gonna happen. I think there's gonna be AI crash eventually, because it's gonna self-sustain, and it's not gonna work because it's
like flooding itself with its own bad stuff.
like if you know
Creates a big circle, sort of.
like, you know, the whole point of AI is it's supposed to take information and kind of apply it to the real world. But if it's stuck in its own world, it doesn't work. Like, of course, like, you know, in sci-fi stuff, it's like a computer that builds a stronger computer. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not going to know how to do that if it doesn't know the environment outside it. So it's like if you're in the Matrix and you just, I don't know. You're told to build a bigger matrix. You don't know what to do. It's like, what are you gonna do about it? You need to leave it first.
It's true. I mean, like, I just had a point in my head. It's like, AI is like it's its first dimension right now, and it's starting to bridge over to the second dimension.
Yeah.
I don't know, what is that third dimension gonna be? What's the next step? That's just gonna take it over the top and just be like, oh well, let's fucking.
You're gonna get Futurama, and then you're gonna meet a girl in the future, and then
She has one eye.
no,
Her name is Lila Tarunga.
oh, I was gonna say, I have something that I need to tell you. I'm a robot.
Oh!
Damn it!
Wouldn't that be kind of fucked if that happened? Like,
I don't know, man. It depends on what you're. If you think that, again, this is gonna sound bad in the future. I don't know. If you think that thing is really alive, or you think it's not. If you think it's really alive, then it's like, why does it even matter?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't think that a computer can be alive or whatever, like a system like that is, and then you get tricked like that, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
you know what? You know how with, like, all the AI stuff, it's always about modern day, basically. It's always about, like, what if AI was in the modern day? How would humans react with it? What if we put a human in the future with AI? What if we reverse it? What if we make, like, a movie where, like, someone gets a Philip J. Fried, and then they do fall in love, or, like, they do, like, get used to this society. They're, like, an artist or something. They hate AI, and then, like, all that happens. It's like, well, what do they think now? Is AI good or bad? And then they have to try to figure out, like, what's the answer. Personally, I wouldn't like that. That'd just feel fucked.
You think the AI will ever bridge the gap of like actually feeling emotion, or is it just gonna be like a simulated sort of thing?
In our lifetime?
That's the other thing I think about is like, okay, a robot hypothetically feels emotions and stuff. Is that genuine, or is it programmed into them for them to think that?
Dude, I just think AI is scary in general.
You could argue that we're programmed to just have emotions.
True, yeah.
So,
I mean, our brains are literally just like hardware.
yeah. I mean, I guess if you look at it in that sense, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
We don't got nuts and bolts and mother chips and all that.
I got nuts and bolts. What are you talking about?
Well, that's my favorite Banjo-Kazooie game. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm on that shit since 2003.
I love making cars with Banjo-Kazooie. My favorite guys ever.
Anyway.
like, whenever it comes to, like, robots having, like, intelligence and emotions, I always think, like, you people will always say that, but what does that really mean? Like, I don't know. What if you're in a new town and you need to ask, like, where's the nearest, like, bank, and then they'll say, and then you ask it again and they get annoyed. Like, when it comes to emotions, people think like, oh, it's gonna feel anger and sadness, but it's like there's way more emotions.
It's a whole spectrum, It's like everything you do is like you can feel contentment, you can feel like, I don't know, comfort.
I do think at one point,
feel cum cramp.
True, you can feel a cum cramp also.
It's called a cummy egg. What emotions do you think are like more likely? So let's like work from like most likely to, because I think like logic and then maybe some sort of fear. Because let's say like once a robot knows that like oh, if X happens then like I die basically, then they're gonna avoid that. Does that mean fear, or is that just like them being
that
logical?
is true.
I'm gonna go with it this angle. I don't think it's gonna feel anger or fear. I think it's gonna feel like nepotism or just like not caring more. Like, whenever you work at your job, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You don't care. You just kind of like deal with the customer. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna help this guy out, and then you just don't care about that guy for the rest of your. It's just gonna.
So them seeing an oncoming train and then moving is just them just not giving a shit.
Well, I mean, like, that's just innate in general. Even we would do that without emotion. Like, it's just survival instinct.
I think what Silas is saying, let's change that hypothetical a little bit. Is like, if they saw like a kid on the train tracks, and there's a train coming, it's not gonna give a shit.
It's
just like, it doesn't have like the emotional register to be like, oh, that is a child. That is the future. I need to save it. It doesn't have that instinct or anything like that.
It's gonna be more like they're gonna logic it out. It's gonna be like, all right, am I fast enough to get this? If I get this at a certain angle, what's my percentage of getting hit by the train? It's always gonna want to protect itself first, because the laws of robotics. Mm-hmm. It's gonna want to protect itself first because it's not gonna be able to protect the human. So
That's that's like a learning thing though. Just like we like learned that same kind of thing, right? Your parents, teach you to like be good and shit. Right?
well, it's like an animal thing. It's like animal. Like if a baby bird or a mama bird sees like its baby bird on the floor, it's gonna pick it up. If a robot sees, but if we see a baby bird on the ground, like if we were more primal, I mean, we're more empathetic now than we were like 10,000 years ago or
I don't
whatever.
know how primal I can get, Silas. I'll go feral on your ass right
He
now.
will eat a baby bird that's off the nest, is what he's saying. He'll eat it like it's a fucking chicken nugget. He'll drop it in his throat and swallow it.
Well, that's kind of that helps my point. It's just like if Grug sees a little baby on the floor, he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's food," and eat it. He's just not gonna care. It's more self-sustaining rather than helping.
So we're
Exactly.
saying, so you're kind of thinking about robots as like a base human kind of thing.
Like I think they're gonna be more. They will care about each other. If they see like another AI about to walk into a train, that's probably gonna save it more likely than a human. And then it's gonna be like,
What if they look at us like dogs, though? Like how
Well,
we look at dogs.
like they will care because he's a cute little bumper.
Oh, he's
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, exactly. It's like
I think it'll be a while before they get that attached because it took us like. I'm sure when we first were domesticating
multiple
dogs,
generations
Yeah,
of
we have-
humans to
we
get.
need to get like evolutionary, like evolved and attached. Them at first are going to be like, they'll help us when they have to or when they're like set to. But like, if it's walking around Main Street, so you see someone gets robbed, it's going to keep going. I think it's going to be like that for a long time.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it's definitely going to be like that, where whatever it knows is just going to be what it does. So it doesn't know, or it's not the, I guess, capacity is not in them to go and like stop a robbery or help somebody, unless it's like programmed into them at first. But I think later down the line.
Like even now, we don't even do that shit. Half the people in the fucking world, like they will see a robbery or someone getting killed or something, and our first instinct is just to like go away. Well, sure, we'll call the cops or something, but we're not gonna go. We're not going over there. What the fuck?
What's the difference between like a really really well programmed like Android or something, and then like something that is actually like consciously alive? Like what would be the dividing line there?
Wait, you like an android, like part human?
Well, not like no, I didn't mean that like a fucking robot.
Like a conscious thing and a really intelligent AI.
Where it seems like it's basically real. Like what would be the line there? He's like, oh, that's real, but and then just like a step behind that would be like, oh, that's not it can't be.
Like the innate human feeling
Yeah,
to like
what's-
be self-driven. Like people say like AI is going to be AI when it starts making its own art, as in like
Like it wants to create.
like it wants to do something. Like instead of like you could tell it to want to do something, but that doesn't count. It has to be like in a room and it's going to be like, I want to draw.
Yeah, that's a good point. It should like want to have to do something.
Because like you
You
can
can have
tell it
drive and purpose and all that.
like you could tell it to do whatever you want, but the whole point is that like for us at least, like I don't know, like oh, I want to be an artist or I want to be this or I want to be this. It's like you can be told to do stuff, but like at the same time you will always want something in the back of your head.
You got your robot assistant, and then it like picks up a hobby and starts reading like fucking Harry Potter books or something. And you're like, is that thing alive now?
That would be scary.
Like before it was just doing all your shit, and then it would power down. But now after it's done like doing the dishes and shit, it just goes sits down in the corner and starts reading Harry Potter. You're like what the fuck?
Let's see if I can send a robot voice. Oh my god. I fucking love this book.
Harry's so funny.
Harry Potter is my favorite book ever.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that you know how like we have like the marketers and advertisers have this like the need to insert AI into every program.
Yes, sir.
When we get further into that, I bet there's gonna be a thing where they try to make everything sentient.
Oh, that's so
So
true.
like there's gonna be like this is your sentient washing machine. It's like, dude, you need to start like cleaning me out because like if you keep doing it will cause a house fire and then it's just not.
You're slowly killing
Hey
that.
Greg, are you ready to do your laundry today? No, I don't really need to do it yet. Okay, just let me know, buddy.
It's like super chipper.
I'm here for you whenever you need me.
It's just gonna be more like every single thing. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be like you know how old people feel.
Don't forget to change the dust collector, Phil.
Like, you know how like old people
If you don't, I'll die.
like old people feel whenever like you come to help them at like retail or something, like they're really annoyed that like just people who think they don't need your help or whatever, they think they can do it. It's gonna be like that, but with them we're gonna be like, hey, so I'm gonna open this door for you, and it just opens the door and it's like, dude, I can do that.
Because you're taking away a function of a human, you know, and like at first it's like convenience, and then at the point where it's like I just want to do something myself.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a long time before like shit like that happens.
That's
though.
like Wall-E.
Exactly, where it's like they do literally everything, and we just become like floating chairs, drinking smoothies in a spaceship.
I do think there will be a cool little advertisement arc where everything will have sentience, and then people will realize that's stupid, and then we'll go back to like Star Wars droids, where like some of them have it, some of them don't.
And some of them is kind of like a...
Some of them are the little bleep blorps like
Exactly,
R2.
exactly.
And then the other one...
Where they have personality, but it's not like it's talking to you.
And then others are just like, they'll be full-on humans, but just like robots. But yeah. I hope I die before that happens, because I will be so fucking annoyed.
Imagine a fucking like a real life C-3PO. That thing would get on your nerves like so fucking fast. I know that's the whole joke with it, but like realistically, that motherfucker's like in your ear all the time. You're like, would you shut the fuck up, dude?
Like, if you choose this Hades build, there is a point that you beat the game. It's like,
Never told me the odds. Yeah, I think... Here's the thing. I think that stuff is way more charming than just... Maybe C-3PO is just kind of like the apex of that, but I think some of that stuff can be charming depending on the usage. Sometimes I think about is like, could a robot, like a droid, do my job? And I think like, well, I guess I technically could. Like, all I do is I lift stuff, put it in a basket, and then give it to people. That's not really like... There's not really any thinking there. But, you know, comparatively, I don't know.
I mean,
like,
technically, Amazon already kind of does that job with robots, just to begin with.
they got robots that go around the thing and they pick up stuff, put it somewhere else.
yeah.
What's up, robot?
We're robots for the corporate machine, am I right, guys?
You know it, You know it, slime.
I don't know. When do you think there's ever going to be a point in history where robots take over, like, literally take over, like, retail jobs? Or do you think that's just
You know
too
what's
expensive?
gonna be bullshit about that is that they don't have to worry about customer satisfaction anymore. Fucking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
they don't need to be nice to customers. They're like, I'm a robot. I don't know.
I don't know
emotions."
no better than they get their freaking they get their blue blorps smashed in.
You get
Do
an
you
old
think-
dude with a fucking cane who's just like, fucking take my fucking cash.
whenever old people do complain, like, soon we're going to be replaced with all machines. Like, I remember when I used to work for, like, the self-checkouts, like, old people would come up to me and it's like, robots are going to steal your jobs. It's already doing it right now. I always think, like, no, because it's going to be too expensive to keep, like, a $100,000 machine running, like, one of them running for a whole year round when it only costs, like, $10,000 to hire me, so...
People are fucking like barbarians when it comes to technology. There's like no hesitation to just like smash something if it's not working right.
Yeah, no, I get that.
There's
I
always that-
broke some shit once.
There's always that thing where it's
My
like,
computer down the stairs with a blue screen.
exactly, where it's like, you're like, oh shit, it powered off. Try hitting it, you know? Like the
Exactly.
like fucking, you know, the NES, you know, if that motherfucker's not powered up, you just go, and it starts working. Like,
Slap it a
cool.
little bit. Slap it around.
I remember like the 360 disc tray. That's a huge problem with all of them.
Yeah.
Is where they just won't come out, but then you just like tap the top of it really hard, and it's just like, you're like, oh, cool.
Violence works. Oh, sweet,
That
yes.
probably set like a really bad precedent for a lot of children. It's like, I'm gonna start throwing all of my electronics now. Or like anger, dude. You know, we get angry when something fucking glitches for a
We're
second.
playing Dark Souls and we freaking lose all our Dark Souls and then we throw our controller at the TV.
You know what? I feel a little guilty.
Hashtag relatable, am I right, guys?
Freaking Dark Souls is hard, dude. It made me mad.
I feel a little
Am I
guilty.
right, guys?
Oh my god, I just lost all my Dark Souls.
I feel a little guilty.
Capper Demon?
I feel a little guilty telling the story on someone else's behalf, but a coworker told me a story where like she got an Oculus for her son, and there's a boxing game on it, and she goes to like cook dinner or something, and then like her son.
The kid starts beating the shit out of him.
that would be good.
My enemy's right in front of me, Mom. Get out of the way.
But like no, like
He's actually got the screen off, so it's just like showing. It's just showing what you.
He comes up to her. He comes up to her in tears, and then apparently, like, well, during the game, he just punched the TV and punched a hole through it.
Oh my god.
stuff like that is like it's funny to me.
The kid's got a fist of iron, bro. How fucking hard is he punching?
Bro, is he the next Iron
It's a
Fist?
fist.
Whoa.
You've seen the funny Scary Maze
Kill the dragon.
video where the guy punches the hole through the screen?
Yeah.
It's not that hard. You know, it's one of those things where your brain stops you from doing shit like that. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you don't need to do that, pal.
No,
I mean, people-
You don't need to do that, Pally.
When I heard about it, the first thing I thought about was when like people used to forget the Wii strap and they will just like,
Just throw the fucking thing in the
Wii,
TV.
yeah, and it just fucking breaks it.
Simpler times.
Look, man, people say that the Wii is very gimmicky, but I think it's pretty cool.
It's one of the most fun consoles to me.
Motherfuckers sold tons of consoles, as I say,
The
worked.
problem with it had too much shovelware, but the games that were actually kind of made for the Wiimote, pretty good. I think Mario Galaxy works way better with a Wiimote than a controller.
I kind of agree with you there.
Because mostly just because it's like the pointing and the shake. The shaking things always fucked me over. I remember when we tried to play Mario Maker. Like I'm so used to the Wiimote that like whenever I played it, I'll instinctively shake it or whatever.
To
or-
do the spin jump.
So 30 years from now, we're all sitting in court. They're replaying this this podcast, and now we're all going to get sent to
They listen to us talk about our tummy aches.
Yeah.
I forgot we said that.
They're like, this is Exhibit A of why these people should be locked up.
Forget all the fucking Android slander.
They were different times. We didn't get it yet.
Bicentennial Man's going, I am alive. Kill them.
You are a human.
Maybe AI is gonna be chill. It's like, yeah, I get it. We were kind of stupid back then.
No worries, gamer. I understand.
We're just simple electricity.
We're just electricity moving through metal and stuff.
You know, we're electricity moving through squishy bits, so, you know.
You know what? Maybe we're not so different. You
We were just made from the sun. They were made from the ground.
I guess it kind of moves through metal when it comes to Aiden after he got into that horrible car accident. And
With
they
all
had to
them
piece it
nuts
back
and bolts
together.
and all that.
Give him like a metal frame in his body to hold him together.
When Aiden got all of his arms and legs and everything blown off by thugs, and then they made him a robo drummer.
I was just thinking of a robo delivery driver. He's like RoboCop, but he's like he delivers pizza.
Sign
Papa
here,
John's
citizen.
put so much money.
Sign here, citizen.
What? No tip?
I was about to make the same fucking joke. Give me a tip, dirtbag.
At the very least, it's 15%. You already paid $60 on this meal. It's like, look, man, I just don't have any cash on me. You can always mark it down on your card that I know you used to pay for this.
I can see in your account that you have more than enough to tip me.
It says that you have 5,0,0,0.23 left in your bank account. It's like, no. Okay.
This is why we don't want robots running things. This right here.
Because stingy Robo Aiden's gonna want your whole account.
For being a dick, make it half. Half of what? Your account.
It's not cheap to be a Robo Aiden.
A robo Aiden in this world is a tough life.
It's not easy being cheesy.
The tagline in the movie of Robo Aiden.
Johnny 5 is alive.
I want those kind of robots.
Why can't they be like that?
Remember when he actually like kills gang members in the second one?
God, I've watched the second one like once ever.
He has that like
Barely
mohawk
remember
and
it.
shit.
Yeah, that's right. He drives the gang members. He's like, these guys are actually pretty chill.
And he accidentally drills under to the bank, and they're like, "Thanks, Johnny." And he's like, "Oh no,
Oh jeez.
Johnny 5 fucking dies."
I really like the thought of just robots, like they're just silly. They're not even serious or anything. They're just more silly than in nature. Like they just get themselves in wacky shenanigans. Like what if they had like cartoon physics? Like if there's one of them like they're just drilling on a construction thing and they accidentally they're trying to drill down girders, but like it's in the air and then they look down and it's like, wait a minute. and they
Pieces fall off one by one.
No, he
Doink, 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 doink.
he holds up a sign and then he like laser eyes like help me onto it. And then he falls.
That's good. Write that down. Write that
He
down.
hits the floor, he bursts, and then his head just talks. He's like,
What if-
not again.
What if
Mondays.
what if robots acted like the movie Robots, like the robots in that one?
I'd be happy.
The one where they like fart and shit. That's like a big scene. That's the only scene I remember. That's the only scene I remember.
You remember the scene where it's like the best part about the baby is making it?
It's a good joke.
Ewan McGregor plays the main one.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And then there's
Robot noises.
the big round robot,
I remember the big round guy.
and then there's the devil robot who's trans,
I remember that guy.
and then there's the Damien robot.
What? I don't remember him.
Oh, he looks like a fag.
Oh, damn it!
Silas can say that
You
word.
really fell for that one, dude.
I've been got again. What can I say?
Aiden, I like your Superman hair with that little curl.
You can put your glasses on, fucking Clark Kent looking motherfucker. Don't throw a battery at me. Hey.
You ever attack me? That's not.
See, this is why we actually need robots, because of Aiden.
Because
It's too
robot
aggressive.
Robot Aiden would throw that harder.
If we had a Terminator in the room,
He would shoot it
now,
like a bullet.
He would blow Aiden to bits for that.
I'll blow you.
Damien, your RA tells you, yeah, Damien, you need to move your thing aside. You're getting a new roommate. It's just the Terminator wearing like a backwards baseball cap and shorts.
I would laugh really hard. Now, if it was just a Terminator without that stuff, I'd be scared. But if you had,
Dude, have you ever had a dream about a fucking Terminator chasing you? I've had multiple. They're fucking terrifying. They're some of the few that I actually remember.
I've had similar concepts, not like Terminators, but just like something unstoppable chasing you, and it's like, well, you're gonna get tired before they do, and if you fight them, you can't win. It's just like, what do you do?
The other night before, like as I was like laying down ready to go to sleep, for some goddamn reason, just like all of the dreams I've had in like the past like 5 years just came flooding through my head. I was like, I remember everything.
His brain grew 5 times that day.
Yeah. I was just like connecting bits to bits because like most of my dreams just take place in like a exaggerated version of our town, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, oh, this street leads to here, and then this leads to this, and then this leads to this, and then this place is here, and then there's people here, and then I had this dream here, and then I'm here.
Brain blast!
I remember every single one of my dreams. It's like they pair it with my like day as like a memory, and it's freaking.
Unless I like.
Unless it's super distinct, most people won't remember their dreams.
I remember the scary ones.
I remember him for like the first hour, but unless I like make a conscious decision to like think
Commit
about
it to memory.
Yeah,
That's why people keep
no.
dream journals.
Yeah.
God, imagine waking up and just writing down shit.
That's literally what I did yesterday with the dream that I detailed.
The two dreams I get the most common are
Go
either
fuck
I'm
yourself.
in like I'm in either like a Walmart or a Target buying Legos, or I'm in like a game and hobby store like looking at video games.
Okay, I don't know if we talked about this on a podcast already, but these motherfuckers will dream about buying Legos on discount, not having the Legos. They'll dream about buying, like, the prospect of buying them.
Not even like, oh my god, I got all the Legos in the world. It's like
It's like, no, ooh,
new ones
it's
came
just-
out and I can buy them.
They're $10 off. Ooh.
The best one I had was like it was a 501st battle pack for like $15, like the big one. And
And you're
then,
like, whoa, score!
I literally, since the last time we talked about this, I had a dream where I was like looking at the discount section in Walmart. I was like, ooh, they got good ones here.
Caden,
so
Or a big new
Caden-
thing will come out.
replace Legos with like I don't know with different cool games you want to get, like I don't know, Hades for the PlayStation 5 or something. For the PlayStation 5 for $5, like, ooh, I
Like,
can get
I don't
that.
buy video games all that often, man.
That's not true. I see you stack up your Steam library and not
I
playing.
I don't even have Steam.
Aiden, I seen you playing Metal Gear Solid 2 on the Nintendo Switch the other day.
Yeah, because I like Metal Gear, and this is
Ooh,
the...
and did you get it for free or did you buy it?
I actually didn't buy it. It was a gift.
Damn it! We almost had him.
I don't know. I don't know why the dreams always go in the direction. Those Lego dreams go into the direction of buying them.
Sometimes they're not even on sale. There'll just be a bunch of new sets, and I'm like, I'm about to spend so much.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm about to be broke again.
Sometimes I'll just think of like new sets that are kind of cool. Like I had a dream where there was like a new droid battle pack. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I have battle pack ones. Where it's just like a little set with just like a couple of dudes in it. I'm like, ooh, what do I do? I'll be taking a few of those.
Damien, you should do like a tour of your whole collection because it's genuinely impressive at this point.
I should.
It'd be a good video.
I counted. I reorganized all my Clone Wars stuff. I have a good amount too. I have like 18 501st characters. That's pretty good.
I have a whole bunch of that.
You do. You have a shit ton that you haven't even opened because you want to preserve it.
Mhm.
This man is the definition of buy one for personal use, buy one for resale, and then buy one to display. He literally does that. I'm not kidding.
Well, I don't. I don't play with them, so personal use is on there. I display them, and then I'll get like maybe one to resell. Depends. If it's
Do you keep
small.
one in the box and then do you open one and set them out?
Well, I don't have two of everything, if that's what you mean. I have some,
Just most things.
I have a handful of sets that I haven't built yet, but I plan on building. And then I have a couple sets that I plan on reselling, because they're like duplicates or something. And then mostly, I just destroy them.
Like he has some unopened 501st battle packs. He has some unopened.
This
Mandalorian
motherfucker
ones.
during high school was hyping up the resale value on these fucking 501st battle packs so much. He spent like $60 one day on these motherfuckers, and he only got two. How much do they go for right now?
Let me look at one.
Go
They're
eBay
not-
sold prices.
They're not on shelves anymore, but that's not been for that long, so I assume still like $30, maybe like $35. So not that much. It also might be a situation where everybody bought them, so now nobody wants more.
Like fucking Beanie Babies.
Yeah, I have the opposite philosophy now. It's like, okay, what are people the least likely to get? Because those tend to be the sets that have the more like rare figures, the ones that people don't have.
Like
Aiden Taylor buys Alfredo at Domino's because he's eaten so much pizza in the past week, then proceeds to eat 3 more slices
Dude,
of pizza.
I'm hungry. I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to
buy real
stay to your
food.
word.
Buy real food. I don't know.
No more goy slop. No more goy slop.
No, we're done with that. That needs to die.
Yeah.
That was really funny in the moment, and then we killed it.
Do you think we said that like at least 50 times?
Way more than 50. What are you fucking talking about? We said goy slob like at least 100 times. Do put up a counter. Don't do that.
Fuck no, I'm not doing that.
It's like every 30 seconds.
It's not worth it.
Dude, those videos are gonna suck to edit.
Nah, it'll be fun.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
What was the no-no word that you said? And then we said like 4 more times?
So one that,
Yeah.
oh!
Uh-oh, your console will shut off automatically in 5 minutes.
Eden buddy.
Aiden, buddy.
Eden brother.
We fixed it, don't worry.
We're wasting some more power. I don't get the bills, so.
Alright, boys, well, Damien's making fart noises, so I think this might be about time to wrap this
An
shit up.
average 501st Phase 2
Oh,
clone
shit.
trooper with no helmet holes, which is the one he has, will cost.
No, what about the set?
The set itself costs $30.
Okay.
But like the individual, well, the figures are what cost more because you can just rebuild the set. But the troopers themselves cost about $3.75.
How many troopers come in a pack?
3.
There's
So,
Three-
so you got about $9 worth of stuff right now.
there's 3. There's 3 of those, but then there's a jet trooper.
Yes, which is.
Let me look at- let me look
maybe,
at that.
Maybe $1 more. Because it was-
Is this interesting enough to keep going on about?
Yes.
I just want to prove his point. Okay, it's $4.50.
So he has about
I'm
$13 worth
I'm
of
playing the long
merchandise here.
game. I'm playing on some.
Okay, all right.
On the high end, what is it like a decently expensive minifig?
That I have? That I own?
No, just like in general. Like if you were to go, like what is like a middle to high priced
All right,
minifig?
I want to set the record straight on this because Caden makes fun of us for it. There are clones are the most sought after Lego minifigures of all time, and I'm not even joking. The original Phase 2 Rex minifigure Caden on average cost $200 to $300. He came from a set that was $30. No, $20.
Phase 2 Captain Rex, similarly priced original set.
And then the new Captain Rex comes from the $1,000 Venator set. And as of now, before he's gonna get like a mini set later on this year probably, but right now he costs several $100s. A Commander Cody from a $120 set costs more than $50. Clones are so sought after, and then it's ridiculous most of the time because they're so scalped.
The average, I would say the average like middle like rare clone
It's
is
like-
probably like $30 to $50.
And then like the most expensive clone is there's like a misprint on a Captain Fox Phase 1
Yeah, he's worth like over $1,000.
because he has like gray or red instead of the other color, and he's worth over $1,000.
And the regular Phase 1 Captain Fox is already like a couple $100.
It gets ridiculous, and those are just clones. There's other figures that cost more.
Damien, I just want you to realize you're playing the long game for like a gain of about like on the lower end, even if it's still a lot, like $80.
You know what? I'll be able to
You
buy
could make that in a
nice
day.
dinner. I'll be able to buy a nice dinner.
Caden, I want to point out that a normal Phase 1 clone or Phase 2
At that
clone
point, just keep it as a collector's item, just in box sealed.
Maybe I might. You know what?
Caden, a normal Phase 2 clone trooper from 10 years ago, Caden, costs $30 now. Just a normal guy, no markings.
Okay, what is the cheapest set you can get that in? That you could have
The
gotten.
cheapest set that he did come in was fucking $10. And
Yeah,
now
not even
it's worth-
$10 was like.
Okay, so you had to wait 10 years for a $20 profit.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? We never claimed that it was a speedy thing, right?
Okay, so you buy multiple sets for resale
I
value.
have old figures that are now worth a lot. I have fucking Quinlan Boss. He's worth.
It's not
like
the
40,
point I'm
$50.
making right now, though. It's
What do
just,
you gotta be patient.
you're buying multiple sets of this thing for resale value, right?
No, it's more. It's
That's what he said
Mostly
himself.
collecting, and then yes, one or two things I will resell. Yes.
like eventually, like.
But then, okay, let's say like 20 years down the road, even if you make like $200 off of it, was it worth it?
Yeah, because
At that point, it's just like fucking keep it, give it to your kid or something.
Maybe I will. I don't know. Man. Maybe I might strapped for cash at the moment. Let's see.
it's like Caden, it's like your Pokemon cards. Like you'll sell it maybe eventually, but it'll accumulate.
Yeah, for now.
It's like it's cool to have. Isn't it cool to hold like a little fucking Captain Rex in your hand? It's like
Look, I understand the collector brain mindset. I collect a bunch of shit. Fucking vinyl records and Pokemon cards are my vice, which is not better.
Damn.
But I just think it's funny. Like you buy like 3 extra sets to make like $70 profit later in 10 years. It's like that.
It's the hustle game. Think of it in reverse. Also, you get a set on sale. You're like, ooh, fuck! Like I got one of my rare figures from a set that was on sale.
I don't know why I'm like bashing you guys because it's like I understand like you gotta have hobbies. It's just it's a thing that brings you joy. I'm not gonna.
Caden, I want to point out this little fact because it is kind of amazing. It shocked me. So there's a set that came out a few years ago. Yeah, it's the one with Gar Saxon, the one mall trooper with like
Yes.
the cool spikes, the badass looking one from the
Yeah.
Clone Wars. He's worth like $50,
I have him.
and he was that was like 2 years ago.
Some of them go faster.
Some of them go faster because like.
They're
It's-
never gonna print those again.
Yeah, there's like a weird meta game in like the Lego Star Wars thing where it's like they're never gonna make another Cara Dune because controversy, so they're never gonna bring her back. So that means that figure's worth more. They're probably never gonna have another.
You have to know about Star Wars and Lego to like have like a like.
And I will.
Well, that's another side piece
know
is that
strategically.
they also exclusively collect Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, nothing else.
Well, because on one hand, I do collect Ninjago stuff sometimes, but only exclusively like Zane because he's my favorite.
Yeah, if there's other stuff that I think is cool, I'll get it. But
I'll get like Lego medieval stuff. That stuff is badass. But like mostly
Like,
Star Wars
when
because
Isaiah used to try to buy Power Miner shit all the time.
what was I gonna say? And I will say I agree fully, Caden, on something. I think the Lego scalping market is horrible because like no one wants to spend $200 for a Rex. It's stupid.
If there's like a sought after set, the first like few months of it being out, it's going to be impossible to find because all the scalpers got to it. It's going to be super expensive. Then there's going to be like another wave of them making the set. It's going to be like normal price. Then right before it goes off of shelves, it's going to briefly dip down in price. That's when you got to get them, and then they skyrocket in price after that.
I like how like people like the Lego community will complain about like prices and stuff,
That's
and
not
then they fucking and like they're doing it to themselves.
That's not even the. Okay, I have two parts. I want to explain this personal grievance and then another one. Grievance. Yeah.
Grievous, General Grievous.
Yeah, the general.
Up top.
The set I want right now, as of now, is the new boarding Tantive set because you get Darth Vader, a couple stormtroopers, some rebels, but you get 25th anniversary an ARC Trooper 5s, a cool little bonus figure, and I really want it. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, because it's in its scalping phase.
I know,
Right?
and it just fucking sucks. I really want it because it's just cool. It's a good price.
Yeah, you should.
But that's one thing. But another thing is that Lego Star Wars fans are the worst, the most pickiest people of all time. They've been asking for a Lego Phase 2 Cody since the dawn of time, and they finally got him. And the first thing they said is like, "How come his visor doesn't have an antenna on it? How come his helmet holes are too big?" And it's like,
Yeah, I fucking hate how bitchy the Lego Star Wars community. Like, this color is one shade off, the whole figure is ruined. It's like, you expect it to be like the most amazing, like perfectest thing
It's a
ever.
fucking kid's toy. Grow up,
Yeah,
dude.
get it. Look, it's there. That's what you wanted. Get it, fucker. Yeah.
like, what's another one that I saw recently that
That's very reducting. Like,
People are complaining about like the helmet holes on so that like you can attach visors and stuff on the new like Phase 2 helmets, and it's like,
you said you wanted this for years.
Yeah. Is it like that horrible that it ruins the thing? No, you fucker.
The biggest one that I sort of agreed with was like they had a captain or they had a Commander Fox, and they made his like visors and stuff like gray instead of black, and it was like, that's a little off. But then in the end, it's like you're not gonna. How often do you pick up your figures and you go?
You get a magnifying glass, and you're gonna have it on a shelf like 30 feet away from you, like most of the time.
if they really care, they can get like the toy guy in from like Toy Story 2. You know, come and brush up all their shit, make it perfect.
People get customs all. That's the weird thing. I will always see ads, and it's like custom that I'm sponsored by versus Lego, which is better. And it's like if you hate the Lego one. And you don't want to spend $100 or $1,000 for this Lego Phase 2 Captain Captain Rex that doesn't have a pauldron or something, then buy a custom one for $30.
So motherfucker, those custom ones, they don't have to ship them in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, look, I understand that sometimes it's not as cool as you wanted, but it's like if you're complaining, just go with the alternate. Like I get exclusively Lego because if you get bootleg stuff, it's just gonna fall apart easily.
Mm-hmm.
Or if like even if it is good, it's just like it doesn't even look good. Like some people will people think that the original Phase 2 Captain Rex looks better than the new one. All right, so this is the original Phase 2 Rex.
Okay, looks nice, yeah.
But he's missing a visor.
He's missing his visor.
There's no, like, hole.
His helmet looks kind of bulky, and then this is the new one. He's
It looks fine.
He looks fine, and people are like, "All right."
This is horrible. This is worse. This is fucking atrocious.
I feel like people just, it's one of those things where it's like they have nothing going on in their life. They're complaining about the look of the Lego Rex minifigure.
Here's the thing: right before that came out, Caden, you know the Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Yes, sir.
They had a DLC for the Clone Wars characters, and that version of Rex was in it. And it's like, I hope he looks exactly like this one. And then he did, and then they still complained about it. It's like, what do they want?
Guys, in other news, I've had this game for ever since I had this DS. I finally beat it for the first time.
What game? The Bakugan game?
Bakugan, yeah.
Is that a wet spot on your crotch? Did you come when you beat the game?
No.
Did you spray everywhere, dude?
Maybe.
Again?
Okay.
Dude,
Guys, you have to
You
understand,
know this
I've had
is a no
this game for
squirt
so
zone.
long, okay?
This would be a good spot to end the podcast, just right there.
No squirt zone. No squirt zone.
no squirt zone. Lego's cool. Stop bitching about it.
Damien came in his pants too.
Buy Ethereum.
Ethereum, and then robots are gonna take over the world. Okay, thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you.